Hello all, welcome to Sarat Chandra IAS Academy. This is Vinay Kumar. In this video, I am going to discuss very important issue with respect to sociology optional. I have seen with respect to sociology optional, many students are not able to score good marks in paper 2. What is the reason why students are not able to score good marks in paper 2? If you analyze many toppers marks also, you would see some toppers are scoring around 170 plus marks in paper 1. But when it comes to paper 2, they are not able to score even 120 marks. So why students are not able to score good marks in paper 2? So in this video, I am going to explain you in detail what are the reasons why students are not able to score good marks, what is the means to score good marks in sociology. If you want to score 300 plus in sociology, it is important that in paper 2 you have to score 140 to 160 marks. This is very important. So in this video we are going to discuss that. Before going to that, it is very unfortunate to understand, it is very unfortunate to know that many students who have given mains with sociology optional twice and thrice, who are not able to clear sociology, when I interacted with them in mentorship session, they are not able to clearly divide this paper 2 syllabus very organically. When you look at the paper 2 syllabus can be broadly divided into 3 sections. Okay, first is introduction to Indian society, next social structure and social change. So first it is talking about introduction to Indian society. Second thing is social structure. And third is social visions of social change and social issues. Now, when you look at this syllabus is clearly pointing out that section A is talking about sociology in India. And this section B is talking about sociology of India. And this is talking about sociology for India. It is very unfortunate that students after repeated attempts are not able to decide these 3 areas. Now, why this is very important to know and why this is very important to score good marks. See, for suppose you know what is sociology in India, how sociology as a discipline emerged, okay, how Indian sociology emerged and who are the Indian thinkers and through which perspectives they introduced Indian society to the world. That is there, clearly introduction to Indian sociology. They talked about 3 perspectives. They talked about Indological perspective of Ghurye, they talked about structural functionalism of Srinivas. So they clearly mentioned that, and they talked about impact of British rule on Indian society. So if a question is asked in this area, the demand of the answer, the structure of the answer should talk about emphasizing the broader vision of the answer should be focusing on sociology in India. If they are talking about, write about structural functionalism of Srinivas, stick to characteristics on what is structural functionalism and how structural functionalism is essential in understanding Indian society. But unfortunately, students are writing, when the demand of the question is structural functionalism, they are writing about caste system, how caste system is playing a functional role in Indian society. The question is structural functionalism. See, that is what is very important. In which area is the question asked and what should be the demand of the question. For suppose, if a question is asked in sociology of India, here section B is talking about structure. When you are asked a question on caste system, try to emphasize on structure of caste system. How hierarchy is emphasized in caste system, how oppression is emphasized. Don't write about hierarchy and oppression when you are writing about structural functionalism. You just write about how caste is playing a functional role here. Here you talk about how caste is dividing the society. This very simple idea simple understanding is missing in serious aspirants. This have to be addressed. This is one of the things. When you are writing about, question is being asked about social change and social issues. So here it is talking about sociology for India, means nothing but how sociological understanding. What is sociology for India? How sociological understanding will help you to address the prevailing social issues and social inequalities. So when you are writing, very important, when you are writing an answer in this area, what you have to do is, our answer always have to focus on solution part. You have to highlight the solution part. You have to give the structure to that answer you have to focus more on way forward. What are the measures we have to take? What should be the way forward? Through sociology, what understanding you have developed to address prevailing communalism, regionalism, whether it might be about caste issues, whether it might be problems of old age, elderly population, whether it might be about violence of women. Through sociological understanding, by studying sociology, how you can address the issues of violence against women, how can you address poverty, that should be there. Sociological analysis which you have developed to address the prevailing social issues should be here. Don't just say that, give a fact and give a theory saying that in India this is the poverty. This theory is talking about poverty from this dimension. This is the data of poverty. The demand of the question, the syllabus, UPSC has framed this syllabus of sociology paper very interestingly. And that syllabus division, broad division, have to be focused. When you are writing an answer, you have to stick to that. What is the demand? Why UPSC has included this in the syllabus? That you have to know. So unfortunately, no student are able to highlight this very subtle issue. First reason why students are not able to get good marks. And when you are looking into the other reasons why, the second reason is students are writing paper 2. When they are being asked to write answer for sociology paper 2, unfortunately they are writing answer for Indian society. They are not writing. The demand of the exam is not Indian society. Indian society is already been asked in GS1. You have to give the sociological understanding of Indian society, which is very much missing. Okay, so you are not writing an optional answer. If you are writing an GS answer, and if you are just quoting a theory and you are giving a factual information, that will not become a sociological answer. If you have to write a sociological answer, you have to include sociological analysis. Second reason, you are writing GS answer. Third reason is ineffective usage of thinkers. I'm not saying that students are not quoting thinkers. The point here is students are not quoting, very important, listen, students are not quoting thinkers in an organic way. Rather, students are dumping thinkers. Just I know thinker, I have to dump this in the answer. How to include thinkers organically? Let me tell you briefly. When there is a concept of social change, try to bring the theory, build the context of M.N. Srinivas and how M.N. Srinivas talked about social change. When there is a concept of class conflict, try to bring the context of Andre Bete and include that. When there is a concept of traditions, modernity and all, try to bring Yogendra Singh. So this is how you have to focus into your answers. This is missing in our answers. You are just dumping the thinker. So when you are writing an answer, we are launching Sociology Rapid Revision program for mains. For this mains, we are launching this rapid revision program. In this rapid revision program, in your answers, how to bring organically thinkers and their theories very effectively. So when you are writing an answer, first you have to focus on definitional aspect. First focus on definitional aspect. After definition, try to build the context. Then bring the thinker and his theory. And then give Indian example. Then talk about way forward. If the question is talking about critical, next again we will talk about keywords and jargon, sociological jargons, sociological keywords. If the question is try to give a critical view, before way forward you can also give the critical view. Okay, so this is how that thinker have to be brought organically, and which is very much missing in your answers. And very another important reason is sociological answers are missing. Your answers are missing sociological terminologies or sociological jargons. Okay, your sociological terminologies are missing, and these subject specific jargons are missing. That is also the reason. And another very important reasons, sociological jargon, sociological keywords that have to be included, and and defining this and linking it with these terminologies, and another thing is linking your answer with contemporary issues. This is also missing. So that is the reason why contemporary issues, that is the reason why in our rapid revision program we are going to provide value added material, where the important articles from Yojana, Kurukshetra, EPW magazines will be for entire 1 year. Those all issues will be consolidated, and we are going to give value added material such that you need, in our classes we will try to provide the sociological perspectives to those issues through classes, and also the value added material will help you to link those answers with contemporary issues. So this is also one of the major missings with respect to sociological, why you are not able to score good marks in paper 2. And very important is, unfortunately we are not able to, last very important point is, we are not able to make important introductions and conclusions. See, my question, what I'm trying to say is, when around 70 to 80% of the question paper is repeating in sociology, why in most important, most recurring themes like Indology or Iravati Karve's model of kinship or all these issues, why we are not able to define, why we are not able to have a proper structured definition for these most recurring themes, and why we are not able to have a proper conclusions to those topics. This is also very much important. So the most recurring topics, major themes, you are not having this proper structured model answer, which have to be replicated in the exam hall. So these are all the reasons which are missing in your answers. One is, you don't know the proper structuring of the syllabus, and you don't know how, if from which area is the question is asked, and what is the demand of the exam. You are not able to have the idea with respect to demand of the exam. Second thing is, you are not able to you are writing a GS answer. Next is, you are not able to effectively organically introduce thinkers. And Sociological terminologies and jargons are missing in your answers. Linking your answers with contemporary issues, not or major themes which has been repeating. You are not having the proper structured answer. That is the reason why in our mains rapid revision program we are going to provide you all the major recurring topics. We will be providing you proper model answer with linking contemporary issues. You can directly write it in your answers. And okay, and one more thing which is also very important with respect to why people are not able to score good marks. I have seen this. Okay, you might have also observed students are spending more time on paper 1 and they are spending less time on paper 2 with respect to preparation, and it is very important. 250 marks are being divided equally between paper 1 and paper 2. So that is the reason why if you want to score 300 plus, paper 2 is essential. Paper 2 is the only paper through which you can easily score 300. If you want all India top 10 rank, paper 2 is the one area which you have to focus, and contemporary issues have to be focused, current affairs have to be included. So if you are writing this year mains examination, we are launching rapid revision program, mains rapid revision program. In this rapid revision program there will be 28 classes. Paper 1 14 classes, paper 2 14 classes, there will be 9 sectional tests, and mentorship will also be included. So if you want to join this, we will be providing all the details in this video, phone numbers. So I hope this video will help you to improve your marks in paper 2. Thank you, one and all.